Hello everyone, welcome to day 112 of Project 365, now with 30% less sugar. So today I'm going to be talking to you guys about something that's been sort of stuck on my mind, that's sort of been on my mind for a while. And it all started on John Muhammad Day. Basically, a user sort of reaffirmed what I already felt, and that is that as a society, we've placed religion onto this pedestal that can't be touched by normal ideas or human reactions. Now, that being said, I think it should be taken off of this. Because really, if you look at the Bible or the Quran or any other holy text, all it does is answer questions. However, science has answered most of these questions with rational ideas that have empirical evidence that support them. However, people continue to hold on to these ideas because they are traditions and because they're placed on this high pedestal to where we're sort of forced into thinking, oh hey, that's always been around, therefore it must be true. And because of this, we often hold ourselves back as a society. Religion itself is a philosophy. It's an idea. It has no true evidence except for the books themselves, and that's a bit of circular logic, don't you think? God exists because this book exists, this book is true because God wrote it. It's sort of circular, there is no actual reasoning. But as a philosophy, it does teach us some important things. However, that isn't to say these ideas couldn't have been adapted or couldn't have evolved into our society in the first place. But I think that these books provided, and yes, I'm calling them books, I'm not calling them some glorified name, because that's all they are. They're just books, they're just stories. But these stories provided older individuals with ways to teach younger individuals about morals, about proper conduct in society, and a bunch of other things that would help our society. However, it's when individuals use the Bible to lead to disinformation. It's in these instances that I have issues with religion. Now, going back to what I was saying about holding back us as a human society. Basically, by holding on to these Bronze Age ideas, we stop everyone from getting equal rights. Whether you be a woman in Islam or you be a gay in the US, you will never have equal rights as long as these Bronze Age beliefs are held on to. And the only reason why these beliefs are held on to is because they're on that pedestal, because they are such a tradition. I think it's time we start to break tradition. Bring religion down to our level. Stop placing it at this wholly unreachable level and bring it down to where it can undergo the scrutiny of man and be discussed. You see, because it's only then, when we can actually discuss these ideas, will we move forward, because then we can decide whether or not they're true. Right now, they're just accepted as true because they've always been there. There has never really been a dissenting opinion until now. And this dissenting opinion only started to show up when science started to prove that not everything that the Bible said was true. You see, the Bible answered a lot of questions. However, these questions are now beginning to be answered by science. And with that, I also think that if religion were to allow itself to undergo the scrutiny of man, that it could actually benefit it, because if religion somehow found a way to actually prove God's existence, no matter what God it would be, everyone would start to believe in it, because it would have empirical evidence that proved its existence. However, because religion places itself by saying that God is beyond the understanding of man, that's essentially a non sequitur, and that's basically shutting down any possible debate. When quite frankly, I think that if a God did exist, it would want itself to be understood by man because it's that vain. If you read the Bible, you understand that man is created in God's image, and that God did not want us to worship other gods. So God himself is pretty vain, so I'm pretty sure he would want people to understand him. But that would be logical, and that's something that religious people, I feel, don't tend to like. Now, this video is not intended to bash religion or religious individuals, it's simply to say this. We need to stop thinking of religion as some superior idea, and think of it as a hypothesis. Think of it as some philosophy that some people choose to believe in. Like some people choose to believe in Buddhism, or some people choose to believe in the teachings of Allah, or Confucius, or Tao, or any other philosopher. And that it's then that we can sort of really begin to talk about the real existence of God, or non-existence, as I like to think. But now I'm just rambling, so I guess I will end it here. So question of the day, guys, is do you think religion should continue to be placed on this pedestal? Or do you think that we should lower it and stop thinking of it as such a supreme idea, and perhaps actually start to talk about it? Because it seems like we're constantly going back and forth, talking about how, oh, religion isn't able to be understood by man, you can't scientifically test it, etc., etc. Well, allow us to attempt to. Because I'm sure, like I've said, that as soon as evidence is found for the existence of God, people will believe in it. But until then, until religion allows itself to be scrutinized, there's always going to be the dissenting opinion, and there's always going to be someone trying to resist it. And as a religion, that's sort of counterproductive to allow that to happen. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I'm going to shut up now. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day.